Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jessica Alexandria, the creator and the head witch behind Bahati Life Apothecary, professional astrologer, tarot, and intuitive reader. Welcome back to all of my subscribers. As you guys know, I told myself that I probably wouldn't do another reading like this publicly on my YouTube channel for a few different reasons. I'm going to be completely direct and forward with you, not because I'm trying to be rude, but just because I want to just let you guys know where I stand. And also I want to give a trigger alert that this is a reading that's involving death, possible murder, and really gruesome type of details. Things that I'm going to feel while I'm doing this reading. And if you're clicking into this, you should at least be aware of that. And also one last trigger alert, or one last bit of information. I mean no harm when I do these readings, ever. I set positive intention for every single person that I'm working with, whether they're here or they've passed on, and also to their families and anybody who's involved in these situations in a more intimate way, and anybody who could ever be triggered by this situation or these situations. So having said that, guys, I am not totally excited to do this reading. I felt a little bit called to do this reading, and I've been getting a few requests since I did the Gabby Petito reading to help out with the Shanquella, her death in Mexico. It hits close to home more than I'm comfortable, saying, not because I have any personal ties to her, but on a personal level. So there, I do want to say that there's that, put that disclaimer out there as well, that I'm going to do my best to stay as, which is like stay more in my intuitive side and not, bring any of my personal feelings into this, which I just want to put that disclaimer out there that it can be a little bit more difficult. Usually when I channel these readings, which I try not to do, murder cases or anything like that, or anything that might be too terribly gruesome, just because it impacts me. But I always do want to give a disclaimer if there is anything that could impede the accuracy of this reading. Also, I understand that I'm working with tarot, and some people respect tarot and some people don't. The tarot triggers my intuition, and the tarot triggers images that it is I see in my mind's eye, things that it is I feel and sense, and those things can be really difficult for me. I still, after I did the Gabby Petito reading, I still look back on it and think about what I felt specifically, and this is trigger alert. And again, if you can't handle these type of details, this is not your type of reading, because I don't know what I'm going to channel when I'm doing this reading. But specifically, when I thought that her head was hit on a rock, I was hearing popping noises in her head when I was connecting with her energy, and it sounded like rocks crackling, but what it ended up being, which I found out not a few hours later, but like a few days later, when I sat with the reading, because I was having a hard time disconnecting from it, being fully transparent, I realized that it was blood vessels popping in her head. That was something that I'd never experienced in my personal life. There's no way that I would have known that. And then ended up being because of the strangulation that I was experiencing and all the pressure that was going into her head. So I just want to say all of that this is, starting off with this, it's really tough for me to do readings like this. But with the Shanquella case, her energy really speaks out to me a lot. And I'm going to do my best to connect with her energy and help the case if this is helpful to her and her family. Specifically, I mean, like, her mother and her father just really, really, really stand out to me. Okay, so I want to say that. Also, if you get triggered by anything like details like this, again, this is not your video, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything that comes through. And my intention is to do the 4 students that were slain in Idaho after this reading, but I'm not making any promises because I don't know how I'm going to feel after I do this reading. And I'm in a stage in my life where I've learned to really prioritize my mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. Okay, having said that, let's go ahead and dive right in. I normally walk you guys through my process, and right now I just don't want to. I just want to, if you're here, ask that you respect my process, and then you don't need the step forward case. Okay, I'm just going to dive right into this. Okay. Talk to me about the Ten of Wands. Right away, I'm actually getting, this is really interesting as I'm connecting. I'm getting a big, the first thing is like sleep. It's like something about Shanquella specifically. She's like, her eyes are going quiet. She's getting quiet. It's like she's putting her head down or she's resting her head. Spirit wants to start off talking about the sleep or the fact that she was sleeping or resting. I actually see this. Why are we talking about this, Spirit? Why are we starting off with that? Something about my mouth is starting to water, so definitely vomiting. I'm getting it on the left side of my body. And I want to put my head down. I want to rest. I'm also getting a lot of anxiety, like a lot of anxiety. This is what it's like. I think that she was aware of her last. I think that she was very aware that she was going to pass. Oh my God, this is really making me emotional. Damn it. Oh my God, it's starting off so strong. Oh my God. I'm getting a lot of emotions from her body. I feel like this is someone who accepted the fact that she was going to pass. Oh my God, I can't even. This is someone who accepted the fact that they were going to pass, even though they didn't feel like they were ready to. I'm getting a lot of... This is just really heartbreaking, honestly, the way that I feel right now. I'm going to do my best to get through this reading. This is why it's hard for me to do this, because I can, like, feel things. And I just really feel, like, a lot of emotion. I think, honestly, it's her. It's her feeling of surrender and acceptance. Spirit is acknowledging the fact that she was very in tune to the divine and very in tune to like her path and her process here, and that in her last moments, the divine wants everyone to know that she accepted. I guess she was Christian, but I'm hearing like Christ or God, and she was praying and she knew, and that was her last. And it shows. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying. It shows that's how Spirit wants, that's how she wants to be seen right now, is that she, in her last moments, she didn't go out with fear. She went out and she knew that, like, Jesus Christ was her Lord and Savior, is what she wants to say. And that's how she wants to be remembered, and not what was seen. And that's why she's starting off showing me that she went out peacefully, and that she had her eyes closed, and that she was quiet. She didn't fight. Clearly we saw that in the video, and I did see that, so full disclosure. But when her last moments, it wasn't like she was fighting for her life in that way. She had already accepted that she was going to meet God, and that she had fully accepted that, and that's how she wants to be known. And now my energy is starting to change and become stronger again. She wants to say that in everything that she's done, she brought God to the forefront of that she was very spiritual, and that she prayed, and she wanted to wish the best for everyone. This is a message that she wanted. She wants to apologize. I want to say that there's terrible people. There's terrible people in this world. Sometimes they're so cruel. Okay. I'm going to do my best to get through this reading because I wasn't expecting to be... Oh my God. So, do you want to tell me what happened? She's like, no. She's kind of like laughing about it. I feel you, girl. So, Page of Swords reversed is information that should have been shared with her. This is giving gossip. Someone being blindsided. I don't see this as someone being set up. This is something that was strategically planned, that she was left out of the details of that, and that's how she wants to start off talking about this. Yeah, it was not totally expected. I'm sorry, it's not totally unexpected, the character of these people. There's something about the group, the group as a general, the people who are connected with this. Yeah, she's really clear on telling her story right now, so I'm cool with that. I'm glad. So there was a, I don't want to say that something was totally blindsided or taken, like it was totally unexpected. It almost, she just didn't, I just heard like she didn't think that it would come to this. She didn't think that it would be that bad, or that people would, oh my God. Now I'm getting pissed. Yeah, Four of Swords. Someone wouldn't let something go. Like somebody won't, I'm getting feminine energy, would not let something go. Yeah, like something that she felt was unfair. She didn't get an equal share of something. Something was imbalanced. She felt she was owed something. And Shanquella in this case was saying like, she feel this person, who's saying this? I'm hearing sabotaged. I'm hearing the words betrayal. It's funny because this person is actually internalizing themselves as a victim, and in reality it's definitely Shanquella was the victim in the situation, where it's like she owes me this, but in reality it's like Shanquella was owed something. And this conversation was not a brand new conversation. In fact, this feels like it was I just heard it was, and then it was egged on. It was egged on by the group. There was multiple people who were egging this on and talking into the ear, and that they didn't think that it would get to this. This is a part of their character. They've done this before, but not to this extreme. And then interesting. Talk to me about the King of Wands. Why is this standing here? Someone is sick. Someone is sick to their stomach. It's a male figure. They're actually sick to their stomach. They got sick. Wow. Five of Swords reversed. They're sick to their stomach about what now there's this feeling of sickness in their stomach. I think that they're realizing that they're going to, I heard that they met their match. I'm also hearing that more details about this person's character is going to start coming out in the wash. More people are going to start speaking out about circumstances that they've had with this person. It's a male person. Five of Swords. This is not Five of Swords reverse at that. This is someone who like when the Five of Swords is upright, someone will win at any cost. They'll do anything to like win, and then they lose and everyone else loses. Five of Swords, it's like a lose-lose situation. This person, I'm sorry to say this, they're just not, they have this bravado around them that it's like a mindset that is just so negative and so toxic, and that they don't realize that they lose everything. Like they don't even have a good reputation, because the people around them and the people that I just heard concede with. I don't know what that is. If someone can look the word down below, concede. I don't know what that is. But specifically the word concede, and I'm not going to remember this when I'm done the reading, and I would prefer not to relive this, so I'll look in the comments. But anyways, the people that are around him, he kind of chooses people who are like negative. They're not even really that close. They don't really talk about the details of their lives. This friendship circle, they only keep it like where they're talking about like money that they have, drama. They're not really connecting on quality things, like things of substance and value. This person is known for that. He kind of shows up everywhere. Yeah, Four of Cups. This is someone who like literally is just refusing to do Yeah, I'm getting a strong sense that this is where justice for this person starts to show up. He is egging some shit on. Like, there's a main person who spoke into someone's ears that pushed that person, used them as a pawn to push that person to do quote unquote the unthinkable and also the inevitable. It just, I'm hearing Shanquella's voice or spirit saying through the lens of Shanquella that I just didn't think that it would come to this. Like, I knew about it, but I just never thought that it would get to this point. However, these people were not necessarily very positive. I think I'm talking as Shanquella specifically. It's like she would have wanted better friends or better connections. I feel like she knows a lot of people. Some of them are high quality caliber people, but she just, it's not even that she would ask for better friends, because she does have good friends around her. It's just that I just keep hearing like she didn't think that it would come to this, so that's why she showed up. And there's so much of her that gets spread out and shared, that she shows up in all these different events. Similar to this person, he just shows up to all these different things, but they don't really go deeper than that. There's a facade of interconnectedness that would seem like it's substantial, but the truth is that she's not, when she's connecting with these people, you might have fun with them, or you might hear about things that are frustrating and it might seem relatable on the surface. But when you get closer to this person and if you peel back the layers, you realize that you don't really know anything about them except the problem that they're dealing with currently. And those are temporary things. So you're not actually knowing the permanent truth of this person. And because she's surrounded by so many different personalities and so many different events and so many different things, she's the type of person that she's like, if you're not talking about it, she's not going to ask you about it. She's there to appreciate your energy right now. But she knew about this. She just didn't think that it would ever get to this point so far. A lot of people, it's not one person that had their hand in her death. It's a lot of people, with one person specifically egging it on. This person could be a fire sign. Of course, when we see Sagittarius energy here, or King of Wands energy, I don't know why Sagittarius is standing out to me the most specifically. But this person likes to venture out. If it's not a Sagittarius specifically, it's Sagittarian-like qualities. They like to venture out. They like to explore. They like to party. They like to be involved. They have a lot of people. The relationships might not necessarily be, I'm hearing a lot of loose connections, specifically like a lot of loose connections. They know a lot of people. People know a lot about them. They have a bit of a reputation, but it's not, and there's rumors. Talk to me about this person. Yeah, this is the person, guys. Death card, Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords, Emperor reversed. I'm getting a really sick feeling again. Spirit is talking about the health of this person, like now they can't eat, or now it's starting to catch up to them, or something about their health is going to take a nosedive. With the stress of the situation, it has to do a lot with their emotions. Their health is going to take a nosedive. They might, if this person gets actually imprisoned, you're going to start to see them get really sick in prison. There's also like a conspiracy theory that he's going to think that he's being poisoned. I don't know why I'm hearing this. This is something that we're going to see in the future. He's going to start feeling like he's being poisoned, but in reality, it's his own poison. Honestly, it's his own. It's like there's a woman that's on the stand. Eyes are on her, but it's not her. I mean, she's the one, but it's more, you need to look at the man and how, there's more than one person here you would never, like, how is the justice system going to do this? Like, good luck. Imagine you have a little demon on your shoulder telling you, but you're the person who plays this out. How do you both people should be locked up, but how do you prove that? That's what they're going to have to work on the judicial system, is that it's the voice that was egging this on and building it up, and the person who implemented it, and the people who also egged it on and encouraged it. It's not just one person. What else do we need to know about this case? Who is the guilty one here? Or who are the guilty ones? The person who was looking out and didn't show up. 3 of Wands, or said that they didn't show up. I know who this is. 6 of Swords reversed is here. This is someone who's supposed to be on their way, but they didn't. Or someone who said that they were on their way and didn't. 6 of Swords is the card of moving forward. 3 of Wands is watching from a distance and knowing what's going to happen, or knowing what you're doing. You're an active participant, but you don't actually, you just kind of watch and wait. Who is the guilty one in this? Something that has to do with money. Someone who has to do with money and is expecting money, or looking for money, or feels like they're owed money. That's a guilty person. Who is guilty in this? Someone who's waiting for their money. Someone who's waiting for what they feel like they're due. This is giving the female version. This is where the issue is, like, this is my main, this is what I'm hearing. This is my main issue with you. Like, this is my main problem with you, is this, you owe me, blah, 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 blah. But that's such a small, in my eyes, it's such a small, trivial thing. So why? I'm also getting dizzy. I feel like this person, the female version, was very under the influence, specifically of like alcohol, that makes this person kind of react or violent. Like, and they just lose. They might also have been beat up on. So it's like feelings of sadness that they express through anger. When they drink, they get violent. They get combative. Talk to me about Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here reversed? I think it's referring back to this plan or this conversation. Yeah, this is her walking into this. It's a setup. Something very similar to a setup. Her walking into the situation, just getting completely, almost blindsided, but it's almost like she kind of knew. But I'm hearing she just didn't think that it would come to this. Yeah, they were holding information. I don't want to say that there's a full plan before, but it was like a vibe of, I don't fuck with this bitch. Like, I don't like this girl, and I'm tolerating this, and I'm showing up. It's something that it's like a grudge that was held, and whatever. I also feel like there's going to be people on the female side, other girls who are going to stand up and say something, and be called to the stand if and when this female person is put on. So that's how we're going to start to see this pan out, or at least this is what Spirit is saying, that ask the girl, the person who actually, I feel like this is who actually hit her and beat her up. Ask her friends, start targeting her friends around her, because they're going to speak, because they're holding on to something about her grudge against the energy of this. This person also has a lot of grudges towards a lot of other people, but they understand that it's significant. She has a lot of grudges against just everything, honestly. Also something about children. I don't know if the person who hit her has a child, or if she does babysitting or something about kids. She, like, whatever these babies are, she's not a fan of them, even if they are her children. I'm getting spirits telling me not to say too much about that, so I'm just going to be quiet. If you hear any bells in the background, it's Nova. Nova's my dog. I trained her to ring the bells when she has to go to the bathroom. This reading is actually going better than I thought that it would. The start of it was emotional for me, but I'm not seeing anything that is emotionally traumatizing me. And I'm glad that we started off with such a strong message, that was what she wanted to share. Shanquella, is there anything else that you need to say? Honestly, it's an honor for me to read for you. Oh, man. Yeah. This showed up at the very start of this reading. She really did not keep to herself, because she was social, but talk to me about this. Like, what do you want to say specifically about this? She said, I didn't want to hurt anybody. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. My intention, I don't know why she keeps saying I'm not trying to hurt anybody. She said, I pretty much kept to myself. I stayed out of drama. I stayed out of that. She pretty much kept, like, when there was, like, drama and stuff like that, she really kept to herself and stayed out of it. She said, I didn't think it would come to this. She says, I'm not stupid. Like, I'm not stupid. I didn't go into this. I just keep hearing her say, I didn't think that it would come to this. I didn't think that it would come to this. I'm seeing, like, a word, J, like I want to, like, write something. For those of you guys that don't know, I do automatic writing sometimes. I don't even have a pen here. I don't have a pen. Shoot. I could try to channel afterwards. I just need to get a pen. All right, what are you saying? J? Is there the name of a J? Is someone's name start with a J? I'm getting J. Or is this an S? It might be a J or an S. Okay, yeah, Page of Swords keeps wanting to show up. More information's was she? Damn it. I would be really upset if I found out that she was pregnant. No, I don't know. If she's not pregnant, she really wanted to be a mom. She's talking about the children that, or maybe she lost children and she's saying that she's with her babies. Girl, you're gonna make me cry again. I can't. Don't make me. I need to take a moment. This is tough. I think there's this point of just really wanting, if she didn't have children, she was really looking forward to it, or there was the potential. And that's always where she kind of kept her eyes focused on. And she feels like she's with those children, even if they're not born, it's like she's going to come back to Earth with her children, that this is going to live on, or she's going to live on. Yo, Nova is so upset right now. She wants to go out. I'm going to close out soon. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some sense of gratification, if you can even call it that, with this reading. You're going to find out that there's more than one person that was involved in this situation. It was not just one person, and it will be laid to rest, absolutely. There will be peace. But it was more than one, and something about also, like, she's like resting, you know, like she feels like her spirit is actually resting. I feel like she did a lot while here on Earth. She was there for a lot of people, and she showed up in a lot of different things. She is giving young, but her energy feels like that of a mother. I don't know why the mother thing is coming through. She just was like, every child was like a child to her, and she wanted children of her own, or she was carrying a child and she's with her children or with the children, like, of the future. Like, that's going to mind boggle some people if you don't understand how spirit works and how our souls work. I didn't believe it until I started seeing people who have passed on, and also children of the future that were going to be born, like little human beings that were just kind of waiting in the realms. But anyways, either way, she wants to say that she's with those children. And every child that she saw, she looked at it as her own and treated them like they were her own. And you're going to find out that there's more than one person that was involved in the situation, that it wasn't just one person. If there was one person who laid the blow, it was multiple people who ended up egging it on, and there was a bunch of things that jumped in on this. That's something that's not being spoke about as much as it should be. It was not just one person. It was a combination of multiple people. The number 5 is here, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was as direct as the number 5. Or that it's just a metaphor for the amount of people that were involved, especially the number 4 or 5. There are a lot of people who are working on this. I do believe that everybody who's working on this case right now, they do serve. I don't know why Shanquella, the spirit guys, are saying to give them credit and recognition for the amount of work that everybody's contributing. There's a lot of people who are working on this, and they're actually trying. And she sees that and recognizes that, or she wants that message to be passed on to their family, that you can really trust, that the pressure is really putting them to work on this a lot, and she recognizes that. She almost can't believe it, and she understands that she deserves it, but she just wants that message. I don't know why. I think it'll give the family some relaxation, or not relaxation, but some respite, knowing that even when they're sleeping, they're working for her daughter, and it just goes to show, you know. Talk to me about Seven of Swords here. There's a lot of information that's not being shared, and it falls in friends. It falls in the people who were not just there on the trip, but those around the people who were there, meaning like those that they left behind. Check their phones, check their conversations. Like, there's a lot that's not being said around the fucking women. I'm telling you, talk to the girl. Talk to the girl's friend. They know they're gonna start singing, man. They are going to start singing, and they're going to start telling truths, and it's going to start making more sense. And those testimonies, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, when it has to do with money, this bitch, I'm hearing this bitch owes me blah, 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 blah. And I'm also hearing, like, I'm sick of this, like, I'm sick of blah, blah, blah. But it's like, what are you actually sick of? Like, what are you actually upset about? Yeah, she's not telling the truth. She's not saying what she's actually upset about, but it's a lot of, don't even get me started on this. This goes way deep with this person. I'm for some reason I'm seeing like Aries energy, Aries, Aquarius, Leo energies are standing out to me. Aquarius, I'm seeing a lot of Aquarius. I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles, but I'm getting Aquarius. For those of you guys that don't know, Queen of Pentacles is Earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I'm getting Aquarius, I'm getting Aries, I'm getting Leo, or the dominant traits of that person are showing up. As those energies. Last message, my love, and then I'm out. Okay, these last cards. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are working on this, and talk to the people around, and you're gonna start getting more information. They're just gonna start sharing little bits, and it has a lot to do with gossip, word of mouth, he said, she said, but there's a lot of truth in that. And the more that you start following, it's like starting on the external circle to get to the inside circle to better understand what happened. Starting out to get in is going to be beneficial. Thank you, Shanquella energy, for showing up, and thank you to her family. I do hope, and I still stay by what it is that I said, that it is a blessing and an honor, and I mean no disrespect or any harm in doing this reading in any way, shape, or form. It is such an honor to be able to feel your presence. It's such an honor to see that you've passed into the next realm, and you're now in a state of peace. At the base of this reading, you guys, we have justice here. It's going to be very emotional, especially for the father. And even the mother is showing up as masculine energy here. There's very dualities here. But justice is going to show up for her, and they are working on it. And if you guys feel called to, you can work candles for justice here, and it will help. It will definitely help. There's a lot of people who are giving a show right now. Performative is what I'm hearing Spirit saying, but it's going to pierce through that, and it's going to pierce through the performance, and the truth is going to show up, and we are going to get justice. The Magician card is at the very base of this reading. We got this. All right, I'm sending you guys all of my love. Thank you so much for being here with me now, and I will see you in my next video. I'm thinking the 4 slayings that happened in Idaho, but that's a more gruesome case, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. We'll see what happens. I'm sending you guys all my love. I'll talk to you later. Bye.